भक्त सुधामा रामा भक्त प्रियंकर रामा कारुण्य जानकी रामा कल्याण सुंदर रामा कारुण्य जानकी रामा पीताम्बरधर रामा भयभीति विभञ्जन रामा भयभीति विभञ्जन ॐ नमो नारायणाय ॐ नमो नारायणाय ॐ नमो नारायणाय So after having discussed the rajasic mood, now let us come to the tamasic mood. verse number 8. तमस्त्वज्ञानजं विद्धि मोहनं सर्वदेहिनां प्रमादालस्य निद्राभिः तन्निबध्नाति भारत तमस्त्वज्ञानजं विद्धि मोहनं सर्वदेहिनां प्रमादालस्य निद्राभिः तन्निबध्नाति भारत. तमः तु अज्ञानजं विद्धि. Understand tamas to be ajnanajam, born of ajnana. What is his nature? Mohanam sarvadehinam. Mohanam, deluding. So, the nature of tamas is mohanatmakam. What is sattva? Prakasha. Rajas, ragatmakam. Tamas is mohanatmakam. Mohana means deluding. What is delusion? Delusion means that which is there, you don't see. That which is not there, you see. That is what is delusion. So how does it bind? Pramada alasya nidrahi tannibadnati bharata. Pramada, carelessness. Alasya, laziness. Nidra, sleep. So, tamasic mood binds us to all these three. First preference is sleep. Second option is laziness. If you have to really work, then the third option, carelessness. So, this is the characteristics of such a person. So now, he also has a philosophy of life. What is the philosophy of life of a sattvic person? State of mind is happiness. What is the philosophy of a rajasic person? Fulfilling the desire is happiness. What is the philosophy of a tamasic person? No work is happiness. I don't want to do anything. Okay. And he is right. Whenever he is sleeping, he is the happiest. So therefore, sleep is happiness. But unfortunately, you can't sleep for long. Such a mechanism is not there. Option is not there. Otherwise, he would have slept for 24 hours. But that option is not there. You have to wake up after, say, 10 hours, 12 hours. So his philosophy is this. See, every philosophy has come by analyzing our experience. Every philosophy is based on analysis. Only thing is, sattvic person goes deep, therefore his analysis is more accurate. Tamasic person analyzes his experiences at a very shallow level. So what does he find? When I am sleeping, I am happy. So therefore sleep is happiness. When I don't work, when I relax, I am happy. So therefore, no work is happiness. When I don't take the responsibility, I am happy. Yes or no? Responsibility is a headache. Don't take any responsibility. Be responsible. Paying attention is being a headache. So therefore be careless. As quickly as possible, finish off all the work and relax. That is his philosophy. So in the society, maximum people belong to this category. Maximum. The society is like a pyramid. Sattvic people are very, very few. Tamasic people are maxing. So suppose you give them the voting power, one person equal to one vote. So who will win? Tamasic person, Rajasic person or Sattvic person? Tamasic person doesn't have the maturity to understand the glory of a Rajasic person or a Sattvic person. He understands the Tamasic person. So in such a society, if you do voting, Tamasic person will become the king. Therefore, in the Vedic times, there was never voting system. Sattvic person will never win. If a Sattvic person becomes the king, everything will be perfect. Because based on knowledge, there will be perfect harmony in the society. But if a Rajasic, if a Tamasic person becomes the king, he will exploit Mother Nature. So whatever we are seeing today, it's all this natural pollution, this, that, etc. It's all because somewhere or the other we have made Tamasic people the king. King means what? Given power to them. Okay, now this Tamasic person, let us analyze his lifestyle. Number one, he doesn't want to get up from the bed. He will try to extract maximum sleep. Sleep is not there, but he will lie down. He doesn't want to do anything. So he will drink the cup. Cup of coffee should come to his bed. He will not get up. After drinking that cup, he will be there. He will not wash it. It will stink there. It's okay for him. Washing is more painful than stinking. There will be another bundle in one corner. All the dress to be washed. In fact, it is okay for him to wear the same dress for months together. Because action is painful for him. Lazy. So Mother Nature, she has her own ways to inject activity into him. So what is the way Mother Nature does that? Hunger and thirst. If you just lie down like that, who will feed you? So therefore, because of this hunger, he gets up from his bed. Because you have to work, then you get some money. That money only you can have food. So therefore, he gets up. Not because he likes work. He works because hunger is there. What? Now what kind of work will he turn out? He has absolutely no interest in working. So what kind of work? Pramada. You see the order. Nidra first priority. Second priority, alasya. Lie down there, not to think. Third, if at all he has to work, his work will be a careless, shabby work. Not paying any attention to details. Somehow or the other finish things. So such people, if you give a job, you will repent. Why did I give this job to him? Because he will make the job double. First you have to correct all the mistakes he has done and do the whole thing again. You understand? Carelessness is there, so things will keep on falling from his hand. He will keep on knocking this and that. Things will fall, break, all those things will happen around that individual. So finally you decide, I will better do it myself than give the job to him. That person is also happy. So this is tamas. Mohanam. Mohanam means what? See, this person never learns a lesson. He does everything out of ignorance. But at least the Rajasic person, the end result is suffering there. You desire a thing, and when that thing goes away, there is deep sorrow. But here the problem is, he does everything out of ignorance, but he doesn't learn anything. He learns a wrong lesson. That is the greatest tragedy about this film. Yesterday, Dhirenji was telling, right, about Guruji's story. Okay, many were not there, so I will narrate it. So there was this professor who wanted to tell the youngsters why drinking is bad. So in front of these youngsters, he brought one glass of alcohol and put one worm in it. And in no time that worm got dissolved. So he asked the youngsters, what is the lesson you learn from this? So one youngster got up and said, sir, if you drink, all the worms in the stomach will go away. So therefore drinking is good. That's the point. This is what happens with this tamasic person. He goes through experience, but he learns the wrong lesson. Mohana, that is called as Mohana. This person will say ignorance is bliss. See, that statement, ignorance is bliss, must have been framed by a tamasic person only. Actually, ignorance is never bliss. What will a sattvic person say? Knowledge is bliss. Sukham jnanam, if you see that. Knowledge is bliss. But an ignorant, this tamasic person will say, ignorance is bliss. Now this tamasic person and the sattvic person, they appear to be very similar. Because sattvic person is also silent. Tamasic person is also silent. But there is a huge difference between two silence. Exactly like an empty pot and a full pot. Empty pot also doesn't make any noise. Full pot also is silent. But there is a difference. Tamasic person is silent because he doesn't know anything. Sattvic person is silent because he knows everything. Both appear to be same. But the issue is difference. Actionlessness is seen in both of them. One actionlessness is due to laziness, the other is due to wisdom. Pramadarasya vidrahi. See, all these three moods are there in every one of us. Don't think that no one person, 100%. There is no such person. We are all a mix of these three. And all the three gunas are needed also. There are times when tamasic guna is needed. When do you need it? When you want to take rest. There is a time when you have to take rest. At that time, sattva-guna will not help you. Rajoguna will not help you. Rajoguna will force you into action. Sattva-guna will force you into knowledge. If the body needs rest, which guna you should be? The whole body gets rest. All the gunas are necessary. If you have to perform some action, Rajoguna is necessary. Mere planning will not do, working also is necessary. Rajoguna will help you. And there are times when neither planning nor action is needed, resting is needed. And the Mohana is good. We are all a mix of these three gunas. In some people, Sattva-guna is high, Rajoguna. In some people, Tamo-guna is high. So all these gunas are said in order to understand the different states of mind we are in. So this knowledge will be helpful because when we have to take important decisions in life, which guna you should be in? Sattva-guna. Important decisions should never be taken when the mind is in Tamo-guna or Rajoguna. Because then you will regret. Sattva-guna is a time when you are at your best, mind is very peaceful, it is able to think deep, all the pros and cons, Everything can be analyzed. The mind is alert, vigilant. Sattva-guna is a pure mind, it is connected to God. So therefore, in that prayerful attitude, you are able to connect to God and gain the divine guidance also. So that pure sattvic mind, whatever decision that mind takes, just stick to it. Generally, that sattvic mind is in the morning time. Morning time, after a bath, after some prayers, that state of mind is the best. Because after taking rest throughout the night, body is fresh, mind is fresh. So in that state of freshness, generally we are at our best. Unless you have some night shift and all that. Assuming that you are not the thing. Whole night you have slept, mind is fresh, body is fresh, that fresh state of mind. Early morning, anyway, that is Brahma Muhurta only. So in Brahma Muhurta, in that fresh state, generally the mind is sattvic. In that sattvic, so all important decisions in life, complicated situations in life, if you want to analyze, think over, plan, you must do during those times. But remember, later on, after lunchtime, etc., mind might become rajasic, and in that rajasic mind says, no, I don't agree with what decision has been taken in the morning. Don't listen to that mind. Rajasic mind will say, no, that decision is wrong. Don't listen. Any important decision, take it when the mind is sattvic. Otherwise, what will happen? You will regret it later. Whatever decisions are taken in a rajasic or tamasic mood, later on when the mind becomes sattvic, you say, oh my God, I don't know why I did it. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have spoken that way. So this is the great benefit of having this knowledge about the moods of the mind. Okay. Now, verse number 9 is just a summary. Let's read. Sattvam sukhe sanjayati.
Sattvam sukhe sanjayati.
Rajah karmani bharata.
Rajah karmani bharata.
Jnanam amritya tu tamaha.
Jnanam amritya tu tamaha.
Pramade sanjayatyuta.
Pramade sanjayatyuta.
Sattvam sukhe sanjayati. Rajah karmani bharata. Jnanam amritya tu tamaha. Pramade sanjayatyuta. Yes, bandhana prakara is summarized here. Sattvam sukhe sanjayati. Just will bind you to action, force you to action. Jnanam avritya tu tamaha. Pramade sanjayatyuta. Tamas will bind you to pramada after having wielded the knowledge. So bandhana prakara, the way it binds you, it is nothing but the same thing, summarized. Now verse number 10. What does it say? Rajastamascha
Rajastamascha
Sattvam bhavati bharata.
Satyam bhavati bharata.
Rajasattvam tamaschaiva.
Rajasattvam tamaschaiva.
Tamasattvam rajastatha.
Tamasattvam rajastatha.
Rajastamascha vibhuya.
Sattvam bhavati bharata. Rajasattvam tamaschaiva. Tamasattvam rajastatha.
Rajaha tamaha cha abhibhuya So what is said here is, these three moods, one after the other, it overpowers us. At one time we find Sattva-guna overpowering us by subduing the other two gunas. At other times, Rajaha Sattvam Tamaschiva. Rajas overpowers us, subduing the other. At some other time, Tamaha Sattvam Rajastata. Tamas overpowers us. In short, what is being said is, at different times, different moods overpower us. These combinations keep on changing. All time you can't remain in Sattva. It's not possible. How much ever pure that person may be, an embodiment of all goodness, even in him, tamas will be there. There will be time when he will be overpowered by tamas. At that time, his thinking will also be diluted. Okay. How much ever brilliant, pure that person may be. In all of us, we have all the three gunas. Because our mind is made of three gunas. There is a law. Karya gunaha karane anuvartante. Whatever is there in the cause will be there in the effect. So if you make a pot with mud, what will that pot be? Mud pot. Because the cause has mud, effect also will have mud. In the same way, this Prakriti is made of three gunas. So everything in this world will have these three gunas. Mind also will have these three gunas. But then what is the use of all sadhana then? No. These gunas, you can definitely increase the percentage of these gunas. This is what we do through sadhana. Through spiritual sadhana, what happens is the percentage of sattva guna will increase. So in a sattvic person, majority of the time he will be in sattva guna. But there are times when he will go into rajas guna and tamo guna. If you don't do sadhana, then what will happen? Possibly, most of the time you will be in tamo guna. So this is where the role of sadhana comes into picture. Now comes lingam. Lingam means what? Indicator. How will I know that I am possessed by sattvic guna? Verse number 11. Sarvadvareshu dehesmin prakasha upajayate Jnanam yada tada vidyat Vivruddham sattvamityuta Sarvadvareshu dehesmin prakasha upajayate Jnanam yada tada vidyat Vivruddham sattvamityuta. Yes. When you see this in you, what do you see? Sarvadvareshu prakasha. Sarvadvara. What are the dwara we have? Dwara means sense organs. The eyes, the ears, the sense organs. Jnanendriyas. When there is prakasha. Prakasha we have described earlier. Alertness, vigilance, purity, single-mindedness. You clearly see, yes, I am in sattva. No. The very interesting thing is you can't force it also sometimes. It just overpowers you and you know, yes, I am in sattva. You know it. It is not coming because of some effort, it just comes. Then understand, you are in sattva. Jnanam yada tada vidya. those moods you love to think, you love to contemplate. There is a natural interest in studies. And understand you are in Sattva-guna. Vivruddha. You know that high tide water just rises. That's called Vivruddha. It's intense. Generally it comes in the mornings. Intense. You're not feeling sleepy. You're not feeling extroverted. You feel like sitting and meditating. These are all the lakshanas. You feel like chanting the name of the Lord. And there is an effortless, it's like swimming when the current is supporting you. You are swimming and the wave is also supporting you because the water flow is in your direction. So whatever sadhana you do, it appears successful. Whether it is meditation, chanting, japa, contemplation. Then you say, okay, tomorrow also I will do the same thing. But tomorrow cannot work. Such a thing is seen. So this is what the lingam indicator. See, unless you pay attention to the different states of mind, you will never know all this. Moods of the mind. 3 moods distinctly you can see. So when you are doing sadhana, that particular sattvic mood becomes more and more intense. Remember, these moods are there in everyone. Even a person who is not doing sadhana, this mood will be there. But the sattvic mood will not be intense for those who are not doing sadhana. That's all. So this is sattva-guna. What about rajo-guna? Next one, 12th. Lobha pravrittirarambha कर्मणामशमस्पृहा रजस्येतानि जायन्ते विवृद्धे भरतर्षभ लोभः प्रवृत्तिरारम्भः कर्मणामशमस्पृहा रजस्येतानि जायन्ते विवृद्धे भरतर्षभ. Yes. When rajas is on its peak, these are the things which we will experience in ourselves. What will we experience? Lobha, greed. Pravritti, activity. Karmanam arambha, we tend to take up what you call lot of undertakings are initiated. Ashamaha, mind is not at all in place. Shama means peace of mind. Mind is very disturbed, agitated. Spruha, there is a craving for sense pleasures. Especially eating and all that. You feel like eating. What kind of food you eat? Rajasic food, oily food, masala food, spicy food. You see, your mood and the food, they are connected. If you are in a sattvic state of mood, you don't feel like eating rajasic food. Like eating sattvic food. When you are in a rajasic mood, you feel like eating rajasic food. Or masalada, oily food, difficult to digest, spicy. When you travel in train, you can see that. In India, I'm saying. So that person comes, churumuri wala. So there is cut onion, tomato, smell, oh my God. The moment that fellow enters, he has a cone, paper cone. He has made all the mixture. Brings a big sack. So that, what do you call that? That white thing. In English, what is it?
Puffed rice.
Puffed rice. So puffed rice and grated carrot and onion and all those things. Perhaps. See, when you are traveling, your mind is registered always. Because you are looking out, mind is constantly disturbed. So at that time he comes, somewhere around 5 o'clock he comes, 5 p.m. He will not come early in the morning. Right time he comes. At 5 p.m., any fried item, you love eating it. Just like there is a Brahma Muhurta, there is a Rajo Muhurta also. When people are generally resistant, at that time is problem. So everybody buys it. What I'm trying is spulha, craving to eat. Generally in the evening times when you come from the office, you just want to pounce on something at least. That is called as spulha. Tired, exhausted, and so these are all the indications that at that time you're trying to do some meditation. Just pause. It's not possible. Spulha. Rajasyetani jayante vivaruddhe bharatarshava. So then you understand mind is in rajas. So at least you must have this much sattva guna to understand that you are in rajas. You understand? Even to recognize rajo guna, you must have little sattva guna. Then you are safe. Because at least those moments you will not take major decisions. So you must have sufficient sattva guna to recognize all the other gunas. Ability to observe the rajasic and tamasic guna. This is what happens with sadhana. How much ever rajas overpowers you, you still have sattva guna to observe, watch and understand that I am at present living. Okay, now comes Tamo, verse number 13. Aprakasho pravrittischa pramado moha eva cha tamasyetani jayante vivruddhe kuru nandana aprakasho pravrittischa pramado moha eva cha tamasyetani jayante vivruddhe kuru nandana. So this is the lingam for tamas. So 11, 12, 13, they are all lingam indicators. Aprakasha, dull. See, sattva is prakasha. Tamas is aprakasha, very dull. Just unable to think. Opposite of alertness. No interest in anything. Aprakasha, apravritti. So absence of sattva is aprakasha, absence of rajas is apravritti. No interest in knowing, no interest in doing. Sattva is knowing, Rajas is doing. What is tamas? No knowing, no doing. Pramada, carelessness. Moha, delusion. Tamasyetani jayate. These are the indications that I am in tamas. Some of you are already in tamas. 12 o'clock. After 12 o'clock it's difficult. Especially third hour continuous. It's too much. So that stage which you are experiencing now is called Prakash. So sometimes after heavy breakfast, when you sit for class, Prakash. Okay. So since it is your experience, I don't have to explain. Verse number 14. This is called as Gati. At the time of death, when we are possessed of Sattva-guna, what happens to us? Yada sattve pravriddhetu pralayam yati deha tadottamavidam lokam amalan pratipadyate yada sattve pravriddhetu pralayam yati deha tadottamavidam lokam amalan pratipadyate. Yes. Yada sattve pravriddhe, when sattva is overpowering you, at that time pralayam means death. When a person, deha bhrata, the one who is identified with the body, the carrier of the body, the possessor of the body, when he dies, with intense sattva, when he dies, what happens to him? Tada uttamavidam lokam amalam pratipadyate. He attains the higher worlds, amalan, pure worlds, blemishless worlds. Uttamavidam lokam, the worlds of the wise people, sattvic people. He attains to such worlds at the time of death if he can ensure Sattva-guna. How can you ensure Sattva-guna at the time of death? Practice is the way. There is no other way. Regular practice, regular sadhana Buddhas. Throughout life, throughout the day, again and again, now and then, remembering God, all those samskaras. Finally, what happens is, at the time of death, you cannot choose a samskara. Whatever you have cultivated throughout the day, that will overpower you. You have no choice. Whatever you have been doing, whatever habits you have cultivated, whatever line of thinking you have nourished, nurtured, last moment, the thought is based on that. So many times people say, last moment I will take the name of the Lord. Not possible. Throughout the day, throughout your life, you have not done that. Samskara has not been developed. Last moment, nothing will happen. Others may chant Bhagavan's name into ears, but he is somewhere. You can see that. So one person, Ajamila is here. Ajamila chanted Narayana and therefore that is never going to happen. Never. See, the whole world functions based on certain laws. What is that samskara which you have gathered? That samskara alone will come at the time of death. If it is worldly samskara, worldly thoughts will come. If it is divine samskara, it will come. So one person, he had 3 sons. So when he heard this story of Jamina, who chanted his son's name and got liberated, so he said, okay, three sons. Ramesh, what's that? No, like Bhagwan's name kept. Narayana, Govinda, Gopala. So he thought at the time of death at least one of the names will come in the name. So at the time of death, Narayana came. Yes, Father. Govinda also. Yes, Father. Gopala also. If all 3 of you are here, who will look after my shop? And then he died. So what was the last thought? This is what will happen. What you have been thinking throughout your life, that thought alone, yam papi smaran bhavam, tyajatyante kalevaram tam tamai veti kaunteya sadatat bhava bhavita. This verse comes in the 8th chapter. At the time of death, whatever a person thinks and dies, that thought will decide his future birth. So therefore Bhagavan says, Antakali cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yav payati samadbhavam yati nasti atra samshaya. At the time of death, a person who remembers me, holds on to me, if he can leave the body, he will reach me, no doubt about it. But to remember God at the time of death is not easy. Why it is not easy? Prana prayana samaye kafavata pittaihi gandhavarodhana vidho smaranam kudaste. At that time of death, kapha, vata, pitta, kapha, phlegm, vata, wind, pitta, bile. When that throat gets choked, it says it's a very painful thing. The pranavayus has to exit from the body. At that time it is so painful. Smaranam kudaste Bhagavan, how can I remember? Attention be upon the body only. You see, whenever there is a pain in the body, all attention goes there, isn't it? So just imagine, at the time of death, so much of pain is there. How can the mind remain in God? So that is why we say, throughout our life, make this a habit to remember God. Because at the last moment, only the habit will prevail. So therefore, make it such a strong habit to remember God that even in the time of death, that thought should take over. In Bhagavatam, beautifully Bhagavan says, the one who has remembered me throughout his life, it is my responsibility to ensure that he remembers me at the time of death. You see? So, the same point is here also. Yada sattva pravritti, in a sattvic state when a person dies, then he attains the higher worlds. What about others? Next one, 15. Rajasi pralayam gatva karma sangishu jayate tatha pralinastamasi mudhayonishu jayate Rajasi pralayam gatva karma sangishu jayate tatha pralinastamasi mudhayonishu jayate. Yes. If a person dies in that rajasic mode, then where is he born? He is born in karma sangha. So he has been workaholic throughout his life. So that's what he has given importance. So therefore he will be born in a family where Everybody is addicted to workaholism. It's called as karma sangetu jayate. In an environment where everybody is rajasic, he will be born in that family. What about a sattvic person? He will be born in a cultured family, sattvic family. So, at the time of death, a sattvic person will have sattvic desires. So, therefore, in order to fulfill his sattvic desire, he will be born in a sattvic environment. So, therefore, a sattvic person, even after death, his progress continues. So, even if you are not able to attain God realization in this life, doesn't matter. Whatever sadhana you have done, nothing goes as a waste. Next birth, you are born in a very good family. Shuchinam Srimatam Giri Yoga Prashto Vijayate, 6th chapter, 1 says. A person who has been doing sadhana and then he died, but could not attain the highest. Nothing to worry. Because then he has been having the desire for spiritual progress. With that desire he died. In order to fulfill the desire, he will be born. Where will he be born? In not a criminal's family. Because our birth is only to fulfill our unfulfilled desires. So at least even if you have this spiritual desire, that itself is a great thing. Because the cosmos will ensure that that particular desire is fulfilled. So in a very cultured family, prosperous family, devoted family, devotees family, you are born. So that you can continue your spiritual journey. The same is true with others also. Rajasic pralayam gatva. Rajasic person, he has a lot of desire to be fulfilled. According to him, fulfillment of unfulfilled worldly desire is the way to happiness. So he dies. How will he die? With all desires staring at him. Ayyo, I did not do this. Ayyo, I should have done this. Ayyo, I must do this. He dies. So then where will he be born? Karma sangetu jayate. He will be born in order to fulfill those worldly desires. What about it? He has given importance to mudhatva, ignorance. He has always kept himself away from knowledge because according to him, ignorance is bliss. So therefore, he is born in such an environment where there is no hope for knowledge. That is called as mudhayoni. Birth as animals, birds, insects, plants, they are all called as mudhayoni. There is no scope for knowledge. All kinds of things you can see in this world. There are beings which are afraid of light. They love darkness, you see. It's a psychology actually. People who are allergic to knowledge, it is said that such people are called as these beings. Light and knowledge, they are connected. Darkness and ignorance, they are connected. So there are beings who are very comfortable in darkness. Owl, snakes, etc. Mudhayoni means that also. Allergic to light of knowledge. So whatever desires you have, you will be born in order to fulfill the desire. So therefore, let us have only sattvic desires. Now comes phala, result. Moreover, a trigunatita person is also described. A person who has gone beyond all the trigunas. What are his characteristics? How does that person live in this life? And how to go beyond those trigunas? All those topics will come that we will discuss in the next class. When is our next class? 4 to 5. After that Q&A. That is from 5:30 to 7. Okay, if there is no queue,
That's no key, no it.
sure. Okay. Fine. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santhu Nirayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhavet Astu
तन्मेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो